Hi guys, it's Nancy here, and I just wanted to share with you my stash that I'm going to be using for my Hey Little Magpie blog post this month. Excuse me, I was appeared to have a frog in my throat. So I'm going to be using the Jen Hadfield Homemade Warm and Cozy. It is beautiful. Yeah, I just love it. So I had to get this piece of speciality paper, which looks like a big old chunk of wood. I don't really know how I'm going to use this. I think I might use this as my title page in my Scotland album, which I really need to start. And that's a 9x12 album, so I thought if I slice it, it's going to be able to use it twice. I don't think I'd like to use it as a whole piece. I don't know, or maybe I'll have to buy another one because it's beautiful. So there is this. Also I got the washi tape book. So this has 3 sheets in, and they are all foiled with wood grain. What is there not to love? And it's kind of, it's not rose gold, but it's more of a rose gold than a bright gold. So there's those. I also got the die cut pack, which is a mixture of cardstock, plain cardstock, and then I suppose it is more of a rose gold die cut. So I'm just going to show you the back. I'll just show you one of the, apologising for the noise outside. There's people again. These people get around. So yeah, there's some really fab, like this little, I'd have to cut that white bit out. That really annoys me that they haven't cut that out. Yes, stags. I always use stags on my Scottish album. I actually did get some pictures of stags this time. Normally I don't. I tend to use Christmas stash for that, and this is autumnal. It could be Christmassy, but it's definitely autumnal. So, beautiful array. So this is the paper pack. I would say I have had the Chamel paper pack and one of the Amy Tangerine ones, and they are much better quality paper than they used to be. I double mount most of my layouts anyway. So, okay. Beautiful 3x4 cards. This one says take me to the mountains. It's just going to be perfect. So, some of these are like let's stay home. It's not going to be great for a travel album, but they could still work. And I love how they're sorry guys, I love how they're like the, you know, little quotes and stuff you find on Pinterest. There's this beautiful floral. Of course I'm going to be cutting that one out against a green ledger. Arrow wood grain. What could you not love? This is a newsprint with random stuff on it. And funny enough, something here about the Suffolk bank system. Funny that, because I live in Suffolk. And that's probably why my eyes drew to that. So I can see me cutting this out, or maybe building a layer around it. I'm not quite sure. The placement of it is a bit weird. If it had been up there or there, I don't know. Beautiful. I can see they're using this as a background. More autumn leaves. This kind of more daisy-like print, which is lovely. Again, leaves, they could be cut out. Same Suffolk bank thing. So yeah, I can see those cutting out. Beautiful tartan. I call tartan, people call plaid, people call check. Love it. This like corkboard target. I don't know. Interesting. Sunflowers. Again, like it. Don't know necessarily how I'd use it. Maybe in cards. This is like wood. Not like it is wood grain, but like a parquet flooring, or maybe a little quilting star. So these are quite thick. So this is another 3x4 but landscape. So again, beautiful bits and I just love it. Just love it. It makes me want to do autumnal things so I can scrap them. Another brown sort of grayscale plaid or tartan. Wood grain. We all know I love wood grain. Stags, which are wood grain. Love this. This piece of paper, which reminds me very much of the Emmy Tan one, is it? I just love it. And funny enough, this reminds me of when we've got at my parents' there's an open fire sort of fuel boiler, and we used to have a wood delivery, and I remember I used to help my dad every time bring it round, and I would only be bringing like the tiny ones around, and my dad would be bringing like 8 of these around. But yes, and I've never scrapped that story. I don't think I'd have a photo for it either. Anyway, this is fab. I love these about the Jen Hadfield collections. It's these little squares that you do. So these ones which say like thinking of you, just for you, are perfect for cards. This one says let's cuddle. This one, which is, I don't know if this was just a homemade one. I have had this for so long, but these are perfect for cards. Now I'm thinking I need to get this in 6x6. So yes, there's that. Beautiful. This is tweed. I don't know if it's gonna pick it up. Oh, it's tweed. It's tweedy. Oh, love it. Oh, and now I'm gonna pull my whole camera down. These are more stylised leaves. Checkerboard against wood grain. It's like the leaves that are on that newsprint, but this is against a solid background and they're smaller. And then a green tartan and a red tartan. And then back to the beginning. So there are 48, so I presume there's 24 and you get 2 of each. Oh, look at that. I have a massive box of stash already for this Scotland album, so I'm actually going to use it to scrap some American pictures as well. So I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. And yeah, everyone needs it to do stuff for autumn. So this is going to be the stash I'm using. I'm going to have probably about 3 or 4 process videos up, but of course you will be seeing this throughout me doing my Scotland album, which I really need to start. Really need to start it. So yeah, thank you very much for just watching this like random blurb before I get into the main bit of the process video. So thank you very much, guys. Bye. Hi guys, so what I've done is from that paper pad I've picked out two papers that I really like, and also one of the sort of more cut apart pieces. This is just a piece of paper from my stash. This is an Amy Tangerine piece, I believe, and I'm just going to be using that to mount my layout on, because I'm a little bit precious at the start of a paper pad and I didn't want to use it for mounting, so I'm going to be mounting it up on that piece of paper. And I love this arrow paper, and some of the arrows are a nice wood grain. So I have 3 photos that I'm going to want to scrap, and these are, I love these photos, they're beautiful. They're the panoramic highway just outside of San Francisco. Absolutely beautiful photos. And I'm going to go to my tried and tested method of scrapping photos, especially 3 4x6 photos, and that is putting them in the column downside. I'm actually going to end up putting them over to the other side. And one of the cut apart cards said, "Wherever you are, be all there," and it had this beautiful sort of mountainous scene with the yellows, and it just picked up the colours out of the photos really, really well. And I just thought, yes, this is perfect. So I'm actually using the paper that I'm mounting my layout in to mount that 3x4 card, just to give it a little bit more prominence. And I'm also, as I said, going to overlap that slightly on one of the photos as well. So I've kind of got that basic idea of what I want, and then I'm going to be using the other paper to cut out some flowers. You can see I've sort of half cut them out on my desk there. So I'm just trimming these photos down a little bit because I did have them printed, so like what I call like true photos, like they're 4x6 but there's no cropping or anything. to get so you don't lose any detail. So they're a little bit smaller than 4x6. They're still 4 high, but they're not quite 6 across. But hey ho. So I was just trimming them up. And so I'm now going to start to build my clusters. I'm going to use that branding strip that was actually off one of them as well, and I'm going to be using this other card, which is a wood grain 3x4. I forgot what the measurement was there. And I'm going to be using that, and I'm actually just going to be using it to base on, because I normally will build that cluster out quite far, but I don't want to cover up any of that wording or that beautiful photograph. It's a bit weird, I know. I'm a little bit like of a quandary between how I feel about photorealistic, sort of scrapbooking things and papers, and using them with your own photos, but I kind of like this. It kind of worked for me. So I'm just going through the various die cuts and bits here, seeing if I want to add any of those. And I decide actually I'm just going to cut my own, but I do decide to use some of this washi. This washi is lovely. It is like embossed with gold, and it's like a rosy gold, like I said in my intro bit. And I'm also going to build up a little bit of a cluster that side. Not too much, because I don't want to detract from the photos. I was just looking through here to see if there's anything else I wanted to add, but decided not. So what I did is I stopped the video so you didn't have to see me fussy cut. I love fussy cutting. I'm in such a fussy cutting mood at the moment, especially florals, but yeah, and I'm finding fussy cutting is helping me use some older papers as well. Loving it. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm just clustering those flowers around that text piece. And to be honest, the florals don't necessarily go with the photo, but they work for me. They're like the same kind of, the right kind of tones and everything, and they just work really well. So I'm also going to just put a little flower over there on the side, as you can see. I'm then going through, this is the crepe paper journey. Just want to bring a couple of little travel elements into it, because this is going in my American album, so I'm trying to have sort of a travel theme there. There's this little luggage tag that says get out of town. There's a little banner here that says road trip, and I'm just going to actually fold that, just pleat it slightly because it was a little bit long. So I'm just going to put that in my cluster, and then I'm going to put a little did I say anything else? I think that's it for this. Just want something of a little bit of a travel element, just so it kind of worked with, you know, the continuity in the rest of my album. So, as I said, these are the simple little bits that, you know, that I fussy cut out of other paper pads. So I'm adding some of my favourite mists over, and just, you know, just picking it out a little bit. Doesn't need too much. I was looking at adding a few bits more, and I was like, no, just leave it. Lots of photos from this part of our trip as well. So I want to thank you for watching my first Hey Little Magpie video for this month. Do go and check out the blog post. I'll put a link down below, and I'll see you all in my next couple of videos. Thank you very much, guys. Bye!